It's your outlook on life that counts. If you take yourself lightly and don't take yourself too seriously, pretty soon you can find the humor in our everyday lives. And sometimes it can be a lifesaver. I'm not into animal rights. I'm only into animal welfare and health. I've been with the Morris Animal Foundation since the 70s. We're a health organization. We fund campaign health studies for dogs, cats, lizards, and wildlife. I've worked with the LA Zoo for about the same length of time. I get my animal fixes. Don't try to be young. Just open your mind. Stay interested in stuff. There are so many things I won't live long enough to find out about, but I'm still curious about them. You know people who are already saying, I'm going to be 30, oh, what am I going to do? Well, use that decade. Use them all. I may be a senior, but so what? I'm still hot. I didn't know what Facebook was, and now that I do know what it is, I have to say, it sounds like a huge waste of time. My mother and dad were big animal lovers, too. I just don't know how I would have lived without animals around me. I'm fascinated by them, both domestic pets and the wild community. They just are the most interesting things in the world to me, and it's made such a difference in my lifetime. Animals don't lie. Animals don't criticize. If animals have moody days, they handle them better than humans do. I've enjoyed the opposite sex a lot. Always have. Always will. When I realized I could use Facebook as a way to communicate directly with my fans, I thought it would be a great idea. I was an only child and I had a mother and father who were there wasn't a straight man in the house, and I mean that in a very nice way. They were fun, and we would laugh a lot. I go out to the kitchen to feed the dog, but that's about as much cooking as I do. A lady likes to be complimented on her looks, her eyes, her figure, but the personality comments are much appreciated. I have my golden retriever now, Pontiac. He's a career change guide dog from Guide Dogs for the Blind. I'm a big cockeyed optimist. I try to accentuate the positive as opposed to the negative. I like double entendre, because then the people who get it enjoy it, and the people who don't get it don't know about it. I kid around a lot, but pranks are not my best strength. It's a little known fact that 1 in 3 family pets gets lost during its lifetime, and approximately 9 million pets enter shelters each year. That's why it's a wonderful thing to get your pet microchipped and registered with your contact information, because then they can be located, and the owners can track where their pets are. Retirement is not in my vocabulary. They aren't going to get rid of me that way. The bottom line is, I'm blessed with good health. On top of that, I don't go around thinking, oh, I'm 90, I better do this, or I better do that. I'm just Betty. I'm the same Betty that I've always been. Take it or leave it. I have a 2-story house and a bad memory, so I'm up and down those stairs all the time. That's my exercise. It's been phenomenal, but everybody keeps congratulating me on my resurgence and my big comeback. I haven't been away, guys. I've been working steadily for the last 63 years. I stayed in show business to pay for my animal business. If everyone took personal responsibility for their animals, we wouldn't have a lot of the animal problems that we do. I'm a big spay and neuter supporter. Don't have babies if you're not going to take care of those babies. We don't need more. We just need to take care of the ones we have, take responsibility and breathe kindness. I don't seem to require a lot of sleep. If I get 4-5 good hours, I'm fine. But sleeping is sort of dull. There's a lot of other good stuff that you can do without just lying down and closing your eyes. I think older women still have a full life. Hot dogs and red vines and potato chips and French fries are my favorite foods. When I pontificate, it sounds so, oh, well, she's preaching. I'm not preaching, but I think maybe I learned it from my animal friends. Kindness and consideration of somebody besides yourself. I think that keeps you feeling young. I really do. A lot of people think this is a goody two-shoes talking, but we do have a tendency to complain rather than celebrating who we are. I learned at my mother's knee it's better to appreciate what's happening. I think we kind of talk ourselves into the negative sometimes. It's fun once in a while to do a serious part, but I really enjoy doing comedy because I love to laugh. Of course, nobody's tearing my door down. If you're successful, you're going to intimidate and scare off the people you'd like to spend time with. They're not going to approach you. And the ones who do are often there because you are a celebrity. I love words. Sudoku I don't get into, I'm not into numbers that much, and there are people who are hooked on that. But crossword puzzles, I just can't. If I get a puppy and I paper train him, and I put the if all of a sudden I'd open the paper, and there's a crossword puzzle, no, you can't go on that, honey. I'll take it. Animals are near and dear to my heart, and I've devoted my life to trying to improve their lives. Well, I mean, if a joke or humor is bawdy, it's got to be funny enough to warrant it. You can't just have it bawdy or dirty just for the sake of being that. It's got to be funny. When we started in television, there was that magic box in the corner of the room, and oh my gosh, look what it's doing.